10 seconds remaining.
TNC's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
TNC's turn to pick. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final game of the ESL 1 Birmingham SC Qualifiers. And I couldn't be more excited, these girls. How about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn excited. Yeah. I mean, it's been a very back and forth series so far.
Yeah, a very back and forth day here, perhaps for Fnatic in particular. I mean, again, keep bringing it up because it just adds a lot more spice to this. Because TNC, they 3-0'd Fnatic in NDL in another best of 5 just earlier today. Not even yesterday, not even last week. Today. It's gotta stick with you. But Fnatic, they bounced back twice now. TNC got the first game, Fnatic came back. TNC got the third game, Fnatic came back once again. So, headed to the draft for the final and deciding match here. Best of 5. And we see a Sanking again. TNC going back for that into the task. Doom looks familiar.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they liked what Doom brought to them. And
5 seconds.
I agree. It brought them, like, just the fact to Doom, like OD, like, you don't have to necessarily use a ban on OD now, because it's always like, TNC lost that game, so they're gonna be like, if we pick it, we might lose again, and like, it just makes TNC wanna pick so many fewer heroes for their position. Like, this hero always makes you draft in a certain way.
Well, first difference here, Ancient Apparition. Not so different from one of the earlier games. In game number 2, it's one TNC, one of them, one of the ones that TNC lost incidentally, but they did have that Sanking Ancient Apparition combo, which worked out pretty well in and of itself. Because it is so freaking powerful.
I like the Tiny ban from TNC. I think Abed's Tiny been destroying both of the games he played it, and I really think he was the reason they won both. Like, sure, his team did a lot of too, but I think he was the backbone of why they actually managed to get those 2 games.
Oh, yeah. Similarly for TNC, could argue Armel. In the DKs, like even in game number 2 that they lost, Amel on his DK was still in a similar position, right? He was getting ahead, he was winning the lane, and being super tanky as a good Dragon Knight should. So yeah, it's also no big surprise to see Fnatic ban that out.
For sure not.
So.
Yeah, this Epic, I guess they thought that this Doom is so hard to bring down, like later on and stuff. The what the fuck is his W spell? What is it called? Scorch Earth. Thank you. I mean, Ancient Operation obviously takes away all of that healing, so he's actually somewhat of an well, at least an easier kill.
Yeah,
but he's still a pretty beefy hero. So let's see what TNC wants to follow that up with.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a hero that you can play around though, without having to have like highly specialized picks.
Yeah, and we saw Fnatic last time, they did play this Tusk Doom duel often, and it didn't really mess with Nakes too much, but it certainly certainly messed with the support, and they got a couple of kills, and he got quite farmed on the Doom. So you see if they want to pick up a strong hero to maybe counteract the fact if they do the same thing. DP, we haven't seen that one this series. Been banned out.
Been banned out a couple of times, so just straight up ignored, I believe. Or has it been banned in every game?
I think so. It's the second phase every game.
Yes, in the second phase. Yeah, absolutely right. So,
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, with all of the bans, with all the, like we were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast, like the meta kind of developing within a best of 5 or within like 2 teams playing each other frequently. And it was bound to slip through with all of these other heroes being taken out that you've already seen have a high impact against you. So, DP making it through, but the Visage for Fnatic.
So I have a few things here. DP, obviously a good pick is Doom. If you get your ulti off, the Doom won't really matter. Sure, you might still get bursted, you can't use Yules and all that stuff, but it's considered a good hero against Doom. Visage, I wonder if they're gonna play this mid. I would assume so against DP. I thought DP is okay against Visage because you have a lot of damage with the Spirit Siphon and with the constant Spirit damaging you, so his Gravekeeper cloak isn't that good. But then again, Visage has a lot of burst damage, so you can kind of burst Death Prophet, which, you know.
Well, we'll see how that works out. I mean, at the same time, as you said, Visage, he's one of these heroes that we've seen a lot of times where it almost doesn't matter if you win or lose the lane, as long as you're doing alright, unless you're being killed every single time you show up. You can still have a huge impact because you don't need a lot of items to actually enable that. You need you go for Helm of Dominator, and you go for like a medallion, at least also a crest, and you can kill or at least do a whole lot of damage setting up for the rest of your team.
Like really, the only thing you need to get going is that Helm of Dominator. Then you're like good to go. The medallion is nice too, and then later on most people go pipe or something. Like they go a lot of auras, and it's just you're doing great. So it's thinking about this one, it's always like when you see a Visage, it's like Visage core, because it's kind of that feeling people have about this hero as a core position because it is so good.
Taking a lot of the reserve time here to think about.
Good job.
Now is the Underlord for Sam H again.
So a lot of auras. It's good against Doom. You get some pipe or greaves, and you know you keep people alive that way. And of course, just I mean their team fight right now, it looks super scary. Fnatic is way more into the pick off his skirmishy way with Doom and Visage. Like they don't really provide any AoE stuff. So TC definitely has the upper hand in team fight so far.
A lot of that, a lot of this game though might well boiled down to the last pixie for both sides.
For sure.
Going to have to be the one position, unless TNC want to throw us a curveball, perhaps run a DP in that safe lane, pick up yet another mid hero, but with the Visage being a decent enough matchup, it's not necessarily what you would expect. And TNC, that's the one thing that's still lacking, right? They have a decent amount of damage, a lot of team fight as you said, but they don't have that right-click physical damage just.
Yeah. And I mean, they could also go Visage safe lane if they want to. I don't think they are going to. I would assume it's mid, but it's something I've seen in the past that Visage actually can go safe lane too.
10 seconds remaining.
Majority it is of course mid, but both sides have some room to juggle here with the positionings. But TNC, what can they want to pick? I'm still kind of liking the Juggernaut. It's the healing ward is nice against Doom. They have enough team fights, so you can just have someone who will
10 seconds remaining.
This pick can actually really be like, we're just gonna have to see what they want to do, but I kind of like the Jugger here. It's very all around and it can do well against most of whatever Fnatic last picks. Like it's just a great hero, a little bit of everything. Oh, they go with the load route. This is some kind of push strat, I feel. I mean, it is.
It is the other way to go about it, right? You can either go super safe, but looking at Raven's profile here on Dota buff, and he has not played Lone Druids.
Has Armel played Lone Druid?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they could switch that around a little bit as well, but it's not really showing up for him either.
Well, we're gonna have a loaded game in Game 5. It's gonna. I mean, we see a Visage, a loaded. This is not the type of draft we've seen so far, so I'm excited. Question is, what will Fnatic last pick? There could be something. Next could be good for them here. Next is not banned. It's good against the bear. It's good against Underworld in lane. They might wanna have a harder carry though, but you could go the Radiance build and maybe you're fine.
I see a lot of the big carries being banned out. In fact, if you look at Fnatic's bans, you see 2 targeting Amel with Leshrac and DK, but all of the other 4 are certainly against Raven. That Lycan just coming into play heavily in game number 1 in particular. But yeah, Fnatic, they need to find a solution. They need to find a hero that can win them the game. 35 seconds on the clock now, and Phoenix.
Yeah,
what else could it be? Like, not the big classic cores have to ban out.
What more? Next.
Now select your
I just like maybe they wanted to go morph again. It worked actually. Morph against A, no way, absolutely not. So yeah, I mean, next made the most sense, and the issue is that yeah, Visage and Doom doesn't really provide. Like, they're very mid-game, or Doom can work okay late game, but Visage especially is very mid-game centric. So this next, he's gonna wanna go into a hard carry build, and that's not really common with live. It's the Radiance. Like, yeah. I think if you go the other build here, it's very easily that as this game progresses, it's gonna be harder and harder for them to fight.
All right.
Yeah, once again, team fight for TNC, super scary. They have some serious push going, so it's gonna be an interesting game 5.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, like game goes longer and longer, the team fights are gonna be more and more important.
Yeah.
Being able to take that because you have so much good utility, and with the lone druid you have a lot of scaling potential into the late game. To not just win team fights with the damage they can do just against the other heroes, but also then to be able to make plays against the building.
Yeah.
Even on your side of the map, because you have an underlord.
Yeah.
You can teleport across, so you... we could see something crazy like that. I wouldn't put it past both of these teams to... for this game to...
And I don't know if that was what you meant, but with Loaded, and you can always TP on the bear. That is a really cool thing. So it's like, yeah, exactly what you said. And then later on you get the Aghanims, and this hero is not necessarily an amazing fighter later on. Even though, yeah, he can have 12 slots. Wow, it doesn't really happen. But with the split push, when you get Aghanims, it can be so hard to deal with.
It's split push, all the team fight control that they have that allows him to right click a little bit freer with himself and the bear, just piling on top of somebody. Like, late game Dota is very volatile regardless, so let's get to it if we get to it.
I'm excited, man. Game 5.
Very aggressive smoke rotation here to start it off. Smoke will break.
Perfect positioning.
Do they have a... oh yeah. They have a ward up.
Yeah, they have a ward, so they see them. Well played. There's Abed.
30 seconds to battle.
Will not get caught. Oh, will they? No.
You might think that they've left here, because they're standing just outside of his ward vision now.
I see a few people walking back the other way, but I'm gonna figure, oh yeah, maybe the rest of them walk this way that they're going right now towards Boundary to secure that. They'll still be able to do it. Get the 2 on this side of the map, meanwhile, of course, on the other side. The Envy and Pilot die. Actually, doing quite a bit of damage to Sam H, cutting off.
This is annoying for him.
Towards the bottom lane.
So he's gonna have... he might even run back to base because he's so low. He doesn't want to pop the salve just before the lane starts even.
Then you have no one on bottom lane for a long time.
Yeah, this is annoying for him.
Yeah. Pilot I sees him again.
Come back here. Oh, he wants to pull the creep wave, I guess, because
yeah.
I mean, against Disruptor and X, you can't do anything as an Underlord. You need to have some farm and levels, and then you can just spam Firestorm.
Still being annoyed. Now, finally. I mean, with the creep wave pushing in already.
right?
He's gonna get his levels most likely. Yeah.
And we actually messed up with the creep wave. He thought he would like pull creeps or something.
Yeah.
But it ended up Sam H got an entire creep wave anyways. And we did deny 2 creeps, but still.
Yeah. So there's a giant wave now pushing in to the Radiant side. So it's a bit messed up, this equilibrium for the time being. For these other lanes, for now, we do have that same dual lane. DJ together with Universe.
Yep.
And how powerful is this against the Lone Druid? Like, if they catch the real hero, can they burst him down quickly enough?
They can for sure with the speed from the Scorched Earth and with a good Ice Shard block, they definitely can, but not gonna be easiest thing when he has Savage Roar online.
Yeah. But for now, until then, you see Tim just diligently hanging around, just in case he's needed. Perhaps waiting for the lane to push out a little bit for them to overcommit into the Lone Druid. Maybe get a few counter kills here or there. Kuku also hanging around in the general area for a similar reason. Trying to get that combo to work, but at some point, like, he's soaking a lot of experience from his carry.
Yeah. And I mean, they're committing this trial here, so this duel is kind of they're not really getting what they want. Oh, DJ is actually gonna. This is cute, late ice sharding, so Doom gets a better lane.
Yeah.
In a good position 4 here.
All right.
Raptor is standing interestingly here. He might want to go for a kill or just snipe the courier here.
Oh, he has DD rune. Yeah, this
He wants the courier.
could be very possible unless you realize it right.
Armel is low even.
Oh, boom! He gets a single hit.
Double kill.
Walking courier and Armel. He has a fairy fire still, so he's fine, but only just. Kuku, does he have a self to give? Oh no, only tangos. And it's a bit of an issue for that Prophet, isn't it?
This is annoying for him. Because you can't really play aggressive at all when you're on this HP. I think that might be why Kuku stays here, because if he doesn't stay here, then Abed is just gonna bully Armel out of the lane.
Top lane, bit of an engagement. Remote on bottom as well. Eternally fighting against some H, but finally Tim stopped being AFK. Coming in and almost killing off DJ here. Does have another burst strike, but the healing cell should end the snowball to
he's gonna
protect it even, so that is good, but he's forcing him straight back into Raven. So burst strike is there, a couple of rackets from the other side. They're still trying to finish off this kill, and they will at the end of the day. But it was actually Sam H who ended up dropping as the first blood from bottom lane.
I feel for this Unlord. This is a very tough lane. Yeah. Disruptor's Q spell is such a good level like harassment spell, and then Nakes against Underlord, it's you can't really even stay in this. As we can see, he already goes to jungle as level 2. It's not efficient. It goes very slowly.
Yeah.
What else can he do?
Just cry on TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
Just go to whatever they're using and beg the support to rotate to your lane, I guess. But even then, like, it's already too late for that.
But when he gets level 3 and level 2 Firestorm, jungling is... Oh yeah, but Pilot, he does the correct thing here. He just goes there and instantly, like...
Sesame responded to, and it'll be Kuku trying to shoo him away. Hint in mid. It's another one of these early games where it's a lot about laning and less about the rotation. Snowball up top.
Raven could be in trouble here.
Even more, I mean, he's...
Yeah, that's a big kill. Really nice kill.
Scorched Earth, giving him the ability to tank up, support elsewhere because they had to respawn.
Look at this. Fnatic's already have had 2k. And 2k at 5 minutes, that's a big deal. If it keeps going this direction, this game could get out of hand very fast for TNC.
That would be quite a story indeed. But we've seen stranger things. Because you get ahead doesn't necessarily mean that you end up winning the game.
Definitely not.
We've had the proof of that multiple times in this particular series alone. So, but yeah, I do agree. I'm also a little bit worried for them because in the other game we've seen the Sanking and the Ancient Apparition do so much work, be so active, and now they're the complete opposite. They're just passively trying to make sure that Lone Druid doesn't die.
I actually love this skill build from Doom. I do this build as well sometimes when you just skip the hour. Sure, you don't get that creep, but you're so hard to take down, especially when you go Scorch Earth like this and then you continue to just have Infernal Blade.
Yeah.
I really liked that he did that, and now he goes in on level 5, but I mean the damage is already done for the side on TNC.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, level 2 Scorched Earth is... level 1 is kind of meh, but level 2 is where you get to a really good amount of regen. And yeah, Infernal Blades, another story. I mean, you want to max that out, do the damage anyway. I mean, this offlane is certainly much more successful than Sam H. He's Entrance Grunt is level 3, only pretty close to level 4 as well.
He's gonna go for the armlet build on EE here, and I think that means that, I mean, they just wanna abuse when Visage is the strongest and kind of run them over on side of TNC. That's what I feel at least. Otherwise, he would have gone for the Radiance build, I think. And pause.
Okay. Crimson Cuckoo, making that smoke wrap around. Not sure if he saw the animation it made because they smoke like just behind the tier 1. But Abed, certainly prime target right now, is very, very close. The Helm of the Dominator already, just classic versus fashion, rushing straight to it, no boost, no anything else. And try and hit that mid part if they can, but the birds are fine. Be faded in a little bit by Armelt, so they have to stun, they have the extra damage. Maybe they can get the birds too?
Might have been able to get one, but no. Does not have a point in ulti here, so he cannot really start pressuring this tower.
This is more like it. These two supports.
Yeah, they finally get a good rotation that just, yeah, goes in their favor.
Maybe though, continues to farm and farm and farm.
32 denies on these snakes.
It's ridiculous.
He has as many denies as Abed has. Yeah. That's it.
What happens when you give one of the best players that we have in the game free lane farming? Just use all your mechanics.
It's just so tough for Unlord in this position because, I mean, he does come back fairly good with his Firestone, but look at it, they're running at him right now.
Yes, with the slow.
It's quite beefy.
Still have the glimpse to work with, but Tim's mid rotation too with the burst strike onto Pile Die to prevent exactly that. It's not have the Sandstorm to protect himself. Not necessary, but look at this wraparound Cuckoo. Trying to finish up Pile Die, but does not quite enough damage. Being level 1 now, he's in trouble. Envy. Okay, thinks twice about it as he sees more and more people rotating in. This time in his armor with the access method ready. Even Arcane Rune, he can pop it right now. Stun not coming in for Eternal Envy, but he can eat his way through the creep trees.
So many rotations.
Dive to tier 1 towers. There's more and more.
Yes, Exorcism.
People TPing in. The snowball coming onto Tim's, keeping track of him with that Thunder Strike. And Universe damage up time is now around. That kills Samate. Also ends up dropping, but Armel trying to finish up anything with that Exorcism, but Envy infests into one of the enemy creeps that they cannot deal with, so he will keep himself alive as long as he wants.
They're all so low, but they're not dead yet.
Beautiful play, and they're not even done yet. Fnatic. DJ just snowballed to get a little bit closer.
Oh, so close.
It's very close to expiring. Maybe they could have caught him with the eye shots hit, but phew. Big commitment. I guess it's great for Lone. I mean,
yeah, but still another win for Fnatic, I would say. They got a kill, I think, and they didn't lose anyone. And now they're gonna transition this into the bottom tier 1 push. But yeah, Lone gets some very needed space. He has the Helm of Domo of his own.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, maybe that's the plan for TNC. Get the Lone Druid big and then play around timing of that, try and slow them down, sort of Fnatic as long as you can.
But that's not how you want your first Exorcism to look. Yeah. It was so close to killing like 2-3 heroes.
Yeah.
So close to killing that Nyx. It just doesn't get enough.
At the very least it was an Arcane Rune, so it's gonna be cooldown again in about 20 seconds.
That is true. And he's pushing this mid tower quite nicely.
Still being careful enough.
Universe running at him.
Still being intercepted. Yeah, he's pretty damn fast with the haste.
Get him.
As I would expect, being bodybooked slightly, but does get the Infernal play it out. He's already in the tier 2.
And Abed actually got the mid tower. I didn't even think about that or notice that. That must have happened when they were fighting.
Yep. Fnatic just piling it on here. 4 and 2 is the kill scores, not a crazy amount in that department, but 4K, the gold advantage.
It is a big deal. This early on, 10 minutes in, it's a lot more than you would have wanted in your game.
Dire's top tower is under
Look at the
attack.
distribution, all that is concentrated on these cores. Babe, the only one keeping up is farming jungle with that helm creep, helping out too.
And the Lord has had a really tough game.
They find Cuckoo. Trying to de-ward, I guess.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright.
And look at this, Doom is already set up. He might... Oh, he pops Exorcism early, so... Not gonna be able to get a Doom before Exorcism, but maybe we can delay this push a little bit.
Still able to get this tier 1 tower very easily.
Tower has fallen.
Classic trade though, one tower
Radiant's
for
bottom
another
tower
in their
has
respective
fallen.
safe lanes.
But the support on TNC is really struggling. Teams is level 4. Cuckoo is halfway to 6. Meanwhile, Paladai is 6 and DJ is halfway to 6. So like, this support on TNC, they're not... This early game has not gone their way. Like, they only got that kill on Abed once in mid. Otherwise than that, the rotations haven't really worked out.
Yeah. So they're not putting themselves in a good position, and now the tier 2 is taking some damage. They have to do something here, but Tim's back to make sure that they have to play undermanned. Tim slowed down, bursted with the help of the birds as well. That's taking that kill. Underlords uses the other TP to get that kill.
Yeah, that's the bonus or benefit of playing Underlord.
Still, I mean, took some damage to the tower, they rotated a bunch of heroes here, but they're still the ones who lost.
Yeah, I mean, that was good for Fnatic. He said they force rotations and they still get a kill. They lose nothing.
Yeah.
Even Universe is farming on the bottom, Didi is standing mid. Super fine.
So what is the high ground timing looking like? Because that's one thing that they're lacking. They sort of anyway, this tower damage. You don't have something like an Exorcism. So one of the high ground is going to be down to them getting perhaps a pick off onto someone like an Underlord, just because he's pretty decent at just slowing that down.
Oh, look at this. Good
Might
stun.
go for him now, but I bet caught with the stun, Ice Blast. That's actually graze him here. They need a little bit of damage to finish the job, though. They do not get it.
He's sticking around. They kind of want to fight.
Yeah. Cuckoo.
He was coming
A little
over
bit
as
too
well.
far forward. He's tanking it. 1, 2, 3, and it takes 4.
This is tough, and Fnatic, they both teams use all of their heroes here. Fnatic still gets out ahead. They're probably just gonna get this tower now.
Is under attack.
But yeah, so Fnatic, they're gonna get this Desolator next, and then I think they're gonna go Roshan, and then they're gonna try to get a... Because, as you say, going higher, sure, they have Visage, they have Nakes, they're okay at doing it, but I think they need a kill before doing so.
Dire are scanning.
And with this Roshan, they can kind of just force the issue really hard on top of TNC. This smoke can... Oh, they're fighting
Get the
TP.
glimpse. Sama with the snowball in. This is a really big kill that they cannot afford to give up at this point on TNC, but I don't think they can do anything against it. Even with the Spirit Siphon, it's actually tanking to quite a lot with the Ice Blast on top. They all get the trade onto DJ, and now the rest of TNC.
This could actually be good for them.
Round in Lifestealer, caught with the control, extra stun from the Centaur, and he has another rage available. Tim's unable to find another burst strike just yet. Slowed down by Universe. They did get Visage. That was gonna be the other big kill though. Pilar dies in the river of death. They do lose. They're sanking, and that'll actually be enough to chase them away with these birds. Also,
Gonna glimpse him.
looking for it. They find it. Another kinetic field, and be back with yet another rage. I was looking pretty good for TNC for a while, but not so much anymore. Even though another Ice Blast hits, do not have anything to make sure that they shatter. Bit scary there for a second, but Fnatic still come out on top.
Yeah, it looked like it could be a really nice turnaround for TNC, but that's quite not enough to kill that Lifestealer.
Yeah. But at the very least, they took Visage down a notch. But how much is that really going to do? I mean, if you look at his items, he only has what he needs.
Yeah, and this hero is like... We mentioned it. He doesn't need to be highest on net worth. He just needs this... He's gonna have his Helm of Dawn. He's gonna have his... like crest now, They're probably gonna go Roche at that, or they're gonna wait the Deso, and then you know he's good to go.
Yeah.
It's this Doom and these Snakes that are getting very, very farmed.
Go again. I'll add another Static Storm at the ready, a bed with his birds and a resummon if necessary. TNC, you just have to walk away. Like, so hard for them, but they have to play for time, don't they? I mean,
they need at least this Radiance on Lone Root, and he is quite far away from it. Not terribly, but you can have it at around 20 minutes maybe if he doesn't get slowed down anymore.
I mean, it's not awful timing by any means, but with the pace of this game that Fnatic's putting up,
it feels slow.
Yeah, exactly. So already threatening these tier 2s.
Yeah.
You'll set the on-death profit. Another one of these crucial items. So ideally wants level 12 to get that level 2 exorcism. Taking a risk right now, walking this far forward perhaps. Idea Fnatic is here. There's always a chance for a glimpse.
Yeah, they're taking it very, very relaxed here on the side of Fnatic. I think before they go Roshan, they do want this Desolator on E. He's just gonna go a lot faster with Crest and Deso.
Oh yeah.
Should melt.
Almost has a 2, just needs this group
with the
a couple extra, and would be a good timing for TNC as a result. Could fight Universe on the side here. As he's finishing up the Queen, but that is the stun, the Ice Blast to follow the silence to make sure there's just no counterplay.
This time we've seen he broken several smokes and just blinking away, but this time it was cool on 1 second. Yeah. Otherwise he might have done it again.
Smokes also broke around the corner. So yeah, would have quite a very quick reaction indeed. But yeah, as a result, they can also actually siege down this tower and taking down this building, getting a lot of extra gold towards that Radiance for Raven. I mean,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
could buy them a lot more time.
Nice, it's
back onto Armel. You'll set this still available, but Nox isn't going now into this Static Storm. Perfectly placed in the middle. Armel to do something in the back. Does get the epicenter off, but to finish off Armel already with Envy straight in the middle of that. Arbeto, well, he'll die. It's all the magic damage. 2 for 1 trade though. He's also fine Sam H, another burst strike Tim. Playing his heart out, almost killing it to Lendy, but he's able to down this round onto Raven. The Lone Druid is dead. And now the snowball onto Tim's. The Sanking not long for the world either. And Cuckoo, he's sitting here inside.
He's gonna try to snag it, I think. Can he steal the Aegis here? That would be massive.
I do not know if that is a thing. They do not have the Solar Crest here, or yeah, the Solar Crest completed. So lacking a bit of minus armor.
Abed thinks it out. I think he knows that he took an Invis rune.
Yeah.
It's a good chance he's there. Yep. Hello, Cuckoo. But another big victory for Fnatic.
Yeah.
And sure, they lose Visage. Sucks for him, but he doesn't really care.
No.
He's going for an Orchid now as well, which is gonna be quite useful. And he's probably gonna go for the Doomstick build, and then you can always kill DP. It's gonna be very scary for her.
Yep. Now just woke up. Trying to find something here. They know that they're so powerful, and this is why we see Envy. I mean, he's running far ahead of his teammates. Universe can catch up with the blink. But Envy is not worried at all about being bursted down. Don't find anyone just yet though. TNC in the meanwhile still getting, I mean, this death certainly sets you back. The Raven still at the very least will have enough money for the relic.
That was the big thing. They got him even before the relic, so like he just delays it by so much. Not even gonna have it. It's gonna have it like 22 minutes now, maybe. And this Roshan is gonna be for free. And that is gonna come knocking at your door now.
Such great timing. And after a day like this, winning 5 games against this team, you're losing the one that's the most crucial. Or perhaps you're losing, so of course it's still not over yet. It's not over yet indeed, but it's
getting to a tough point.
It's getting to be a bigger and bigger task with this Aegis going into the hands of Fnatic. And this early on, threatening a high ground push, as powerful as this, as they're playing limbs here, and it was on Raven trying to TP out, but the dude cancels it.
Yeah, and that's just exactly the pick if you want. And we talked about how Visage wasn't that good on network, but look at it. She's highest or next to after Nyx.
Yeah.
And as well, look, DJ's freaking network. Where did he get his farm from?
Good question. 3 kills, 7 assists.
I mean, he's just been playing a very solid game.
Yeah.
It's not often you see your position 4 that high on the net worth.
So many things working in Fnatic's favor, and TNC, they have to catch some sort of lucky break. They have the unload at the very least for now. Pretty good defending high ground. Ice sits a pilot die with all of damage over time. They'll get a quick pick, and that's exactly what you need. Just try and delay as long as you can. As long as you have the high ground, things are manageable.
It's just I'll deal with the top. I mean, I guess buyback costs like 0 gold frame.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just gonna deal with this lane, you stay mid. That's potentially what he's saying right now. It's not a rage buyback, guys.
Yeah, that wouldn't really make sense, would it? Maybe it was a misclick, who knows?
No, I think he wanted to...
That's probably calculated.
I think he said something like, guys, you can pressure mid while I'll def this, but
yeah.
Pressuring S4, it's risky even though we have ages.
Also hanging around in this area, Tim's no blink dagger but does get in range. Water burst strike, epicenter being chilled up just in case. With the roots, with the fear. Fight him second time, so now all of a sudden turns into a dieback, not the hugest amount of significance. It's not like defending high ground or anything. It's still a low death timer.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice gold for TNC is behind, so any of these kills, you need some pilot die. I mean, they're happy about it.
Yep.
They take whatever they can get. A on this is gonna be finished on DP now, and that's a big deal. Of course, Doom, it's not like it's gonna remove Doom.
Yeah.
Doom is still gonna be applied on you, but it's a nice item for sure in this game.
Yeah, it's full defensive because Exorcism, one of these abilities that can still do a whole lot of damage, especially against a traditionally low armor hero like the Lifestealer. So if you can stay alive in these fights, get the damage out, can make the difference. Yeah, what's the Radiance check? Do we have it? Not quite yet. He's gonna gold away from it still.
Yeah, question is, does Fnatic push higher on here? I think they might. They wanna force hard with his Aegis. And I think they're even hoping that he's not gonna have his Radiance yet.
If you look at Tim's, he's gonna finish up the tier 1 tower. They'll secure his Blink Dagger as well as the Radiance.
It's a big
Raven, both of them TPing back, and this is timing. Might catch Fnatic off guard.
This is a strong, very strong point for TNC.
Ooh. Quite a bit of damage there with the armor toggled off too, but still
it's so annoying to push into Pit Lord. So annoying.
Let's see.
Crimson finish as well.
Fight the money for the Crimson, yeah.
They have 3 big items now that just got into their inventory, so might be the best chance TNC has on taking a good fight.
It's now or never. Fnatic commit up to the high ground. There's no reason for them to delay. They still have that Aegis again for another minute till it expires, and they really want to use it, but as you said, the creeper is just annihilated so fast.
Yeah, and if you don't have a like really good pusher, it's just you can't go up in that firestorm. That percentage damage.
So as a result, only a bit of chip damage done. More time for TNC.
So I think what they want to do is they want to kind of give TNC a false sense of like safety, that okay, we can leave our base and then you strike, because you just can't fight them when they're sitting in base like that.
Yeah.
Too deep to dive too early as well, and you can't slow siege.
All right, time to move out now. Danger, or the immediate danger has passed. Maybe it's at a point where TNC were almost hoping Fnatic will extend a little bit so they could take the fight in this.
Yeah, I think so, because they had the Radiance, Blink, and Crimson. That's like, this is the strongest we're probably gonna get against them, at least for the moment.
Yeah. So is there a way for them to like easily reestablish map control now, just with the Radiance Bear pushing out?
It certainly helps. Unlur also pushes way fast. DP is a good lane pusher. They need to be smart in their movement and yeah, kind of out move Fnatic a little bit, but it's 10k by 60 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of a lot for sure, but not the worst.
Yeah. With the items that they have, like they have very efficient net worth, comparatively, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
and as mentioned in draft, their team fight is really strong.
exactly.
Fnatic mostly has these single target heroes like Visage, Doom, and Nakes.
Try and get rid of the bear. Look at Envy just jumping at this guy.
Bye bye.
Easy 300 gold. That's what you were talking about earlier as well, as lifesteal countering the bear.
Yep. And we saw in lane how hard he counters Underlord too.
Yeah. This is getting more and more tense with TNC. They have a fighting chance. Because, yeah, as you said, the fact that they have such a good teamfight lineup means that with their core items up and running, their relative strength isn't actually all that far off Fnatic. Especially if they can find a good...
What they need to do is not die to the rage. Well, if they can survive the first rage, not instantly lose a hero, then the fights are somewhat doable for them. But this lifesteal is very scary versus them right now.
Ooh, they're trying to get smoked up. They're trying to find somebody in that.
Oh, they got
Find him. This one's Universe perhaps here. He pops the BKB, gets out the Doom. Onto the Unlord. Only got a first set of spells off Amel with his own ultimate, but I've already taken care of the Visage. Very easily also catch. Highlight die. He should die as well indeed. TNC. They're striking first. They find the initiation on the crucial target. Now they're ready to
tier
push
1.
down to the tier 1 that's still right for the taking with the X's committed.
But this is an excellent start of a comeback here.
Yeah.
They even use Dooms. I mean, they use Exorcism, but Doom has been used, so it's not even going to be anything like super scary now that they fall back into farm until next Exorcism is up. But yeah, not bad at all for TNC. They're killing on.
All of a sudden, feels like they're back in the game. I mean, net worth hasn't really changed all that much on 8k now from one of the graphs. Still in favor of Fnatic.
Slowly going further and further on the TNC side.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's 10k a minute ago or so too.
That trend. So doing TNC now, and I mean, just a different feeling. Like if you've just been doing fine all game and then it slowed down, still to a crawl even. Can't really do anything else because our outer tier towers are taken. It's hard to push high ground, and then you get picked off like that. It's like I'm sure it gnaws on you a little bit.
I also think that these kinds of trends are easily happens when you have a next that goes this right click build, not the Radiance build, because you're very easily falling off as a carry. I'm not saying like that's why they've been losing the fight, but it's something that Fnatic has to be worried about. That when they get a couple of 4-stars, when they get some armor items or whatever, like this build is not gonna be as strong anymore.
Yep.
And Lone Root and DP is gonna out carry him. In Visage, he's going for the pipe actually after this organ, not the Doomstick build. So yeah, I think as the game progresses, it gets a little bit scary for Fnatic.
Yeah. TNC, just every once in a while they find the opportunity to just push out the lane. In this case down bottom, they're forcing DJ back, so Fnatic, they did go for the infest for a second into Universe, but TNC are just moving so well right now that they're not really all that susceptible to this pickoff that Fnatic drafted for now.
These fights are so much about initiation. Can they find Doom or can Doom find Day? I think that's basically what it is. Nice little kill.
Let's send them packing.
But I feel if Doom can get initiated on, for example, DP before she uses anything, or if they can kill Doom before he gets anything off, then you know that's kind of what is right on right now. Is now next I mean Roche respawns and Ace dead. Perfect.
It was perfect timing indeed. Like you could buy Backthorn and Ice Blast, but everyone else already out of position. So they'll have to let this one go. Aegis and Cheese. The way Fnatic and these kind of things, they can help you break high ground, even though you don't really have the best lineup for it. Aegis picked up Envy, so you can be the front liner. Like Roskin's was you just walk up, rage, hit the tower a little bit, then walk back.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be very slow, but TNC is not giving them a fight anymore. They're moving smart on the map.
They know that a lot is riding on this. Both teams. Fnatic re-established some control with that kill with the Roshan. Back up in network 2, but now look at this, it's happening again. Constantly pushing out his bottom lane and seeping out before the birds can catch up. That was really, really close though.
Yep.
Living life on the edge, and guess what? Raven is also there to perhaps do that himself. Maybe the bear.
And you can see what he has in quick buy. He has Aghanim's. He knows that's the game plan. They can't, like, as it is right now, fighting against them. Yeah, they have this superior team fight, but they're still 12k behind. They have an Aegis.
Yep.
It's not really ideal to fight into.
Would be a high-risk strategy, to say the least. So, and why do that when you can just wait out the Aegis by just constantly split pushing and even creep skipping at some point?
Laying with down Lord.
Yeah.
And he has a 4-staff on Sam Edge now, and I would like to see them pick up 1 or 2 more. Yeah, 4-staff on Tims as well, because this is gonna like make Lifestealer such a more like dealable threat, basically.
Kite him around quite nicely. Now, Fnatic. Gonna try again, they have 2 catapults with them. Also the glyph. Alright, they keep him alive, but with the silence burst strike, he's taking a lot of damage here. And Ice Blast not committed, so Envy will be able to be healed up. Could have triggered the Aegis there.
Yeah, wonder why they didn't use Ice Blast.
But again, still okay amount of damage done to the towers.
And look at this, Raven all at the bottom, split pushing.
Yeah. Centaur can always TP back whenever he wants to. But he's, right now, he can threaten the tower if he sees no one coming back.
It's gonna be very stressing for Fnatic right now. Do we stay here or do we deal with bottom? We need to decide.
But now he's roofed up. Not backing off in time. So this time with the Ice Blast, he will lose his Aegis. Down bottom. The tower is already dead. This is just a difference of pushing power. But there's no one else there. Raven first, also with the Doom, they get the Raven in exchange. And meanwhile, up top, Axis and Community. Envy's still around, tries to fight against Kuku. Killing guard with the invis from his own Shouting Amulet. Keeps him alive. Now the turnaround with the Axis with another Burrow Strike. They get Envy a second time. Abed also desperately trying to help out his carry. He is in a lot of trouble. A world of hurt awaits. As they're also looking to finish off his birds. Another Burst Strike. Extra 200 gold on top of the 2 big cores on the side of Fnatic and TNC. They lose Raven, sure, but they do even more building damage. They do more objective damage.
Look,
just with... It's crazy.
They almost got the range tracks now as well. So it's like super good trade for TNC, and just this... Yeah, as soon as Lonely gets to split pushing, it's so stressful for Fnatic, and they need to decide instantly what they're going to do. And they hesitated a little bit. They started TPing, and Naix was still there. He lost the Aegis, and then, yeah, they get this great trade. They get both their cores. Sure, they lost Raven, but freaking worth it.
It's the fact that they couldn't retreat in time, that they were forced to engage into that fight up top. Well, Universe and DJ were dealing with bottom. Scam that didn't quite work out. Now TNC. Looks like they want to group up and smoke. They have one in the backpack for Ancient Apparition right now.
This DG even has boost of travel now because he knows how much of a split push game this will be.
Yeah.
And of course setting up kills and whatnot.
A gift from the
Just be here for a while. Shiva's guard, pretty good item.
Gammon pilot die as well, so he wants to make sure that they get as many wards as possible from the side of TNC, and that's of course going to be very useful in this type of split pushy games. Reduce the vision and therefore reduce their knowledge of where you are, and they're not going to be brave enough to push.
Yep. Barret right now. See it. Look at Raven's Barret. Huh. Can you find it? I don't know.
Raven's Barret.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
With them.
Oh yeah, I was looking at him, it wasn't quite there next to him, so it was probably fine with him.
Yeah. Or I think he might have just summoned it to him again.
Lost bear was found. And take down all the flyers. All good.
Fnatic, they might be smoking up here. Looks kind of like they want to.
Just like that. They are the ones to find themselves in that position. Forced to stay a lot more defensive.
Oh, he used rage. This could... Oh, he's back. Yeah, but look at this. This could be something.
Can react down here. They're all smoked up. There was no Radiant Ward scouting it out. Just think, oh yeah, this is just the bear. No one's overextending.
Radiant's bottom
They can get the shrine.
is under attack.
Bit of an extra, bit of a
something. Not so bad.
I think he wants split pushing, but he's also going for an Aghanim Scepter, so we're having him on the other side of the map, just teleporting in if he needs to, but other than that, just farming up a little bit. Going towards an Axe it's a game-winning item. Could make a huge difference, especially against the Death Prophet.
For sure, it's that AoE Doom is very useful.
Yeah.
She won't be able to exit, she won't be able to Yule, nothing.
Normal Doom and AoE Doom on the same team. If Abed went for the mini Doom, then we'd have all of... He's actually going for it.
Yeah, you see.
As soon as they grew up again, had a Nullifier queued up on top of the Orchid. One Doom is fun, but 3, yeah, Doom-tastic.
Precisely.
Alright, this is such back and forth.
I mean, Fnatic has a steady lead, but they're just not able to...
What does the lead mean?
Yeah, it actually means nothing, because they can't fight and abuse the fact that they have more gold. TNC just keeps running them, and yeah, like they got the first tier 3. So Fnatic has to feel very stressed about this fact right now. But look at this Tusker. He's 3rd on net worth.
Exchanging that plays with the Visage a couple of times, back and forth. Blink, Force, very mobile, that boots the top, as you said. And
5k gold on him.
Yeah. What's he gonna turn that into?
Possibly a Hex?
Or a Hex, yeah.
I think he wants a big, like, game-winning item. And Lotus Orb is nice, but that's a very reactive item. Whereas a Hex, that's, you know, they have to react to you.
Yeah. You just go for an Axe, just blink in, kick somebody out.
Could be. I mean, I know my teammate Cube would do that.
Yeah. Well, he also straight up naked rushes a javelin on pack.
He does.
But it is the Hex queued up now.
Yep.
Oh, Tim's actually finds him. But he's all alone. Except for the bear.
Here comes the bear!
Axe! Picked up already by Lone Druid, so this bear will be very helpful if he didn't get the blink out. Beamer on the other side though, Mel.
They find our Mel! He has no buyback!
Yeah, cash without buyback! He's missing 450 gold, and this could be a huge opportunity for Fnatic to do some serious damage to the tower. They have a creeper coming in top.
Tower is under attack.
Where's the mage? He's there to just try and stop the push, but they will not be able to prevent the tier 3 from going down. And he is there.
I mean, they have to get at least one side here. They're playing very cautiously.
Brought the bear back. Have a second one available too. Oh, nice little dodge down the Savage Order. Blink stun before the Rage can come out. And now Envy, that is baiting that out. The glyph for the right clicks, and now he has to retreat.
Being so cautious. They think he has buyback here.
Big in from DJ. For the bird, alright. Who's gonna pull the trigger first?
We're gonna think of it now.
In a way, at the melee. If Envy can play around Rage properly, he'll be fine. If they can catch him here with a stun and a nice blast, he is dead. It's as simple as that, and they will be successful this time.
That's ready on Disruptor. Hex is gonna be up for on DJ.
Dire's top shrine is
They're gonna be so freaking strong now, and with a side, it's gonna be really tough for TNCs to get a hold of this game.
They don't want to wait. They will take matters into their own hands. Armor respawning.
I like this. They can't give away Roche.
Yeah. to go right now though, because it's falling very, very quickly. They're also up stop though, as Tusk is offering his own life in the mid lane. Gets a 4-star up to
such a big kill.
And the falling is lower. Delays even more inside the static storm. They catch Tim's, so he should be dying unless Underlord can get everybody out. Not everybody else, but not him. Roshan's still standing. Iceblock bouncing across, but it's a buyback.
Really don't want to give this up.
I can't get there in time though.
No,
too late. He just cheats refresher shot. That's the loot available for Fnatic.
Nice.
Bigger and bigger. And the gold loot that we're talking about, 22k.
Yeah, spiraling out of control here. Raven wasn't even in that fight. He was trying to split push because honestly, maybe that's what they need to do. They need to get to this base and stress Fnatic in these fights. Envy's going in here.
It's kind of alone, of course. You see it just carrying now, more people TPing in. They catch a bet though, and this would have been a big kill. The stun actually coming through from that cold feed, and with the bear jumping away, they actually get that kill. Amel only now triggering up the Dexism. Let's wait for a blink, because still DJ on the side, bringing across up to the high ground, but beautifully placed shards, and the birds also stopping them from chasing even further. They only get the one kill. The 4th on the Exorcism.
It's a nice kill, but this means no exorcism. I think this is go time for Fnatic as soon as they're up, as Abed is up.
It's gonna be the timing one, about a minute when he's back, until the exorcism is recharged.
Yeah, and as long as they somewhat timed it, which I'm sure they did, they know that it's like we have a good minute or 1.5 to do whatever we want here. Well, not whatever they want, but you know.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
Like inching closer and closer to a victory. Still have to execute. They have to win that one team fight. If they don't, if TNC win it, they might blow the game wide open. Because they're the ones who have the crazy push on their side.
The only thing I want from this game is to see Tusk at #1 net worth. When it ends.
He's getting close.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't understand how
very close. This is crazy.
I mean, since he bought Boots of Travel, he's the one that deals with split pushing. And with the snowball talent, you just kill waves so fast, so you get super much farm.
Yeah.
So it is understandable that he gets so much farm, but it's still not something you see every day.
Charging through, doing his thing with the rage.
The
root though. Something still has the force of out. So you just have to get that in out.
No, we'll save him.
Everyone might be with the ice blast. No, get the hell out of there, TNC. X. Alright, that's the bear. Was a bear, that was a pig, that was a bear again. Envy with the second life, looking to finish off this tier 3 tower, but still painfully slow.
Yeah.
Ice blast in another 20 seconds. This is where the big kill potential comes from. Against the lifesteal in particular.
They wanna smoke like that, just like they're showing.
The fake back DJ. They loaded with that infest bomb.
It is. They want the DP.
Kind of spread out.
Lens. I mean, disc.
Well, that's true. Get that for a while. It's not really an easy target to go on.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if they can get the static storm on her with the Aghanims or the Doom, then yeah, the disc doesn't really matter because you want to get it.
Dimensional equally important, but Force Up immediately is there. Now, can they turn his Burst Strike onto the Doom? Force Up now gets a big heavy arm. Fnatic Storm completely missed, but Samage, he is dead, has to buy back immediately. It's Fnatic call for the trade. TNC, they need more, but Amel once again caught by these birds, caught by the static field. Kinetic field, but Tims, not so much. He is catching up to Amel. He is catching up to Bad Amel with that exorcism, but flips back, unable to protect himself from that, so he cannot actually get the damage. They find Tims, and he does not have buyback.
No buyback on the ultimate. 90 seconds.
Get the bear. I'm not sure if that's expected by the Underlord ult. Will be one bear down, and second one just immediately summoned.
But this is 90 seconds. No Tims. It's gonna be incredibly hard for them to hold.
Angry as ever, 3,400 health points with the rage. How do you touch this lifestealer? Trying their best. If he dies again, this might also...
Nice blink, nice roll.
Yeah, like TNC, they don't have a lot more to throw against Fnatic. The single thing that they lose now is gonna be so bad, especially if it is the bad snowball across. DJ just creating chaos for Envy to finish up the racks. Alright, that's mid-rack down to the burst with the Doom onto the Death Prophet.
And this means they can just hit they're gonna get megas here.
Yeah.
They can't do anything.
Even if she wasn't doomed, she does not have Nexus and still taking a lot of damage here with Universe now with another
She's just
with another Infernal Blade, so she can find back the very Ice Blast hits on a couple of heroes, Envy included, and the Fierce who can't actually cast his spell.
He's dead.
He will shatter.
He has buyback.
But it's only one hero who has buyback. Everyone has it on the side of Fnatic. They're not taking any risks.
They're mega now.
These plays.
Their lineup deals okay with mega creeps. They have Underlord that is okay. Loaded is okay. DP is okay. Sanking is okay. But yeah, it's gonna be very hard. 30k behind.
Still can't believe it. After a 3-0 stomp, really, more or less. And there've been some competitive games in the series before as well, from what I've seen. But still, winning a series 3-0 and then going to losing against the same opponent right afterwards 3-2. It is extraordinary. I mean, of course, again, writings on the wall, it is Fnatic we're talking about. If anyone can throw this, they can, but... we'll see.
They're probably just gonna go and try to, you know, end as soon as Live Stealer's up.
Yeah.
Because just so hard for TNC to fight and against all of these creeps as well that's coming running at your base.
Yeah.
But of course, there's no reason for them to give up.
If TNC were to win this game, it would be one of the biggest comebacks in the history of Dota, for sure. But I believe the real biggest one was like 52k net worth or something.
I actually have no idea, but I'm gonna trust.
But it's gonna be a big one anyway. I mean, at this point we're sitting at 30k, mega creeps, 47 minutes in. Like, it would be quite the achievement. But TNC, they're gonna give it their best shot. Pushing down mid. Beno is pushing in already here. They need someone to go back.
Going here.
Oh, then what? Taking a fight. Ice Blast. Gonna hit. Only on the task though. Now Envy raged up. Couple of right clicks here, and they do.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna die indeed. Not coming back either. Universe finds Son of Tim's. That's 2 heroes down on the sidelines. Not coming back for a long time. This might just be last day in the coffin. DJ TPing out to the top. And into 3 heroes here immediately.
Look at that, just going for it.
They want to end the style with a complete team wipe, but they don't get the chance to do it as a GG is called. TNC, they drop this game, the deciding game 5 of the series.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very happy for Fnatic. Even after that 3-0, they were able to kind of